In today's video, I want to show you my actual process of creating a manga page. And no, it's not just drawing, there's the concept, the scripting, gathering references, storyboarding, and then finally turning it into a clean page. But to keep this video short enough, I'm only focusing on the drawing process. How I personally take a storyboard and turn it into a finished manga page. So let's get into the behind the scenes of chapter 2. First thing I do is the rough sketch. Literally how my brain imagines the scene. It's just super messy and super loose. And if a panel doesn't sit right with me, I'll change it afterwards. So rough sketching is just basically me arguing with myself on the canvas. After that, I hop on Pinterest and dump bunch of references into my board. I don't try to be picky because sometimes a random picture later gives me a way better idea. Once the references are set, I draw over the rough sketch. Also, to all the people who didn't watch the first episode, I'm making a comeback from a short hiatus. I'm locking in for 4 weeks to publish chapter 2 of my manga that should have been published a month ago. Right now I'm at week 2 and it didn't go as planned as I thought it would. I didn't have too much time to work on the manga, and honestly, editing the last video took way more time than I expected. So I will be posting simpler videos like this you're watching right now, so I will have more time to work on my manga. These next 2 weeks are crucial if I want to stay on track and successfully release chapter 2, so it's really time to lock in and go all in. Now, it's not fully polished, it is still a bit rough and it's hard to ink over it, so I make another layer and do the last sketch to fully polish before moving on to inking. This part is just upgrading the rough sketch, cleaning it up, making poses clearer, fixing anatomy, adding expressions. And before I start inking, I always warm up by tracing JJK panels. Nothing fancy, it just helps my hand loosen up. Think about it like working out. You warm up your muscles before you even start. And since the brain is technically a muscle, I kinda treat it the same way. Warming up helps me draw way better. And also why I'm tracing JJK panels is because one of my huge inspirations from my manga series is JJK. Inking is probably the easiest part because I already solved all the problems in the sketch. I start by outlining the character, then I add line weight, then smaller details. Basically, big shapes first, tiny details last. After the inking, I add effects and blacks for this page. I filled the entire character silhouette with black and then added muscle details and highlights on top. Depending on the page, this can take me anywhere between 1 to 3 hours. Some pages are easy because it's just faces. Others have complex angles, big backgrounds and shading, and those are very time consuming. Then I drew in the backgrounds, pretty simple. And finally, I experimented with lighting. I just pressed in some bright white strokes to simulate light shining from behind, and surprisingly it worked pretty well. So this is the final result of the manga page. Let me know your opinion in the comments. Also, if you want to read chapter 1 of my manga, I'll put a link in the description. And if you want to chat, share your art or just hang out, my Discord server is open. Links also in the description. Also, subscribing will help me keep this journey going, so you know what you need to do.